just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Hey, Darren.
What's up, man?
Wait, you don't remember me.
Sorry, man. I meet a lot of people, but your face looks familiar.
Front row, the Joe, section 112.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
I think I have an idea.
Boys, bring it in.
You suck, McCarty!
All right, bro. Old habits die hard, but I do remember you.
Shout out to Andy Isaac, man, going on hospice today. He sent out a tweet, just said it'd probably be his last tweet. He may make a journal throughout the closing portions of his situation. It's tough to talk about, man, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is.
He's been doing, if you guys didn't know, Andy Isaac, if you don't follow him already, it's World of Isaac on Twitter. He's an OG internet guy. He knows like all the Barstool guys from Big Cat. He really helped put Woodward sports on the map in a big way because he had such a big dedicated following here in Detroit, and truly one of the best guys, probably the best guy I've ever met in this business. Got tons of personal stories. I used to do the food reviews with him, and there's a situation with my contract at one point in time where it wasn't looking like I was gonna get paid in time enough to pay my mortgage, and Andy literally offered money out of his bank account. Man, he's good dude.
Yeah, good dude. You know, I didn't know him as well as you did. I met him a few times here and there. He was kind of leaving Woodward as I was joining it, so that couple weeks I spent with him in this building. But just a genuine dude. Like you said, one of the nicest guys in this business. Just a real guy, and would do anything for people that he cares about. And
I knew him for like 2 weeks at a time. Generally one of the best dudes I ever met. Like, if you want to leave a legacy on this earth, it's that type of one, man. A lot of people got to know him, but he also spread positivity, good words. Obviously talked his crap because that's what we do as Detroit Lions and Detroit fans and whatnot. But just one of the life question marks, man. It's like there's so many worse people in the world, you know?
Yeah.
That aren't doing that. But maybe that situation is what turned him into who he is. Who knows? He's been battling cancer for 10 years now, but yeah.
He went on hospice today. He posted on Twitter that that's just prayers to him and his family. Hoping for a miracle in the 12th hour. So just thoughts and prayers. There's, like you said, it's hard to talk about. There's not much you can say at this point. Like I said, I didn't know him that much on too much of a personal level. We met on multiple different occasions, but always just seemed like a genuine dude.
Yeah, he really, really was. Even he kind of doubted this whole thing for me too, but it lit a fire under my ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. He's helped me out plenty of different ways. I don't know if Nick or Chris, if you guys got anything you want to say on it, but yeah, respects to Andy Isaac, man. World of Isaac, the Sausage King of Detroit.
Sausage King of Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, just respect from afar. I've never even gotten the pleasure of meeting him. Just seeing some of the content, seeing some of the fan engagement, and then you even spoke with me briefly. I don't even remember if you remember, but when I first joined Woodward, you kind of mentioned him and kind of told me a little bit of that story you just told. So, by all accounts, seemed like you said, the legacy you want to leave. But I don't really have any type of personal interaction with him, but I still, obviously that kind of stuff just sucks, man. It sucks.
Followed him for a long time on social media, and I've never met him, but I think one of the biggest things that he said on here was be kind to each other. I love you all, truly I do. And you can just tell the impact he's had from the amount of Detroit people reaching out, that his, footprint on Detroit was, bigger than just himself. It was awesome. So
it's just the
prayers
sauce
up to
king of
him.
Detroit, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
for real.
When I was first part of Woodward, it was more so through socials and making clips and shit. So I had the Twitter login, and the day that we did like a whole bit that we kidnapped him from the burger place up the street.
Yeah,
he used to love going there. And
Hunter House.
Yeah, so when he announced that he was coming here to Detroit, dude, our Twitter blew up. His following, most loyal following I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, we got Darren McCarty here, Braylon Edwards here, Drake Bill here once upon a time. Chad Johnson, was plenty of guys that's been through like the studio, That was the biggest impact on Woodward sports, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Was Andy Isaac joining us. And funny story real quick too, because he's Egyptian. And so he took Kenny and I out to Dearborn, try like his favorite what the hell you call him, shawarma spot.
Yeah.
And Hamido's, shout out. And obviously Dearborn, he's speaking Arabic to like all his buddies there, or whatever. And so we're in the car driving back, and he starts like speaking Arabic to Kennedy. Yeah, because he was just so like in that moment, and then we were just like. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've got to turn that off." Oh, this is a funny story. He's a funny guy, great guy.
Yeah, it's
shout out
to him. Like, forever and always, fuck the Bears.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely deep connection on that one. Fuck the Bears for life.
Fuck the Bears for life.
Also, some good news. Happy birthday to Tom Mazaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another OG, legend of the game, guy who helped us out a ton. Big Unk, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Mazaway is a living legend, man. He's been on the heartbeat of Detroit media for his whole life, pretty much. And
long time.
He's done a lot for me personally. He's shown me a lot in this game. He's taught me a lot. We got a couple group chats, me, him, and Easy. That get pretty wild out there, man. So happy birthday, man. You're a legend. I love you, brother. And I hope you're spending it with the family, having a great time. You deserve
Absolutely. I think he's down in Florida right now.
Yeah.
So we got to chill on the group chat. Maybe not get in trouble or something. I don't know.
Probably kicking back somewhere watching the loose Golden Bachelor.
That is by far my favorite experience at Woodward was doing those watch parties with Maz. It was the Tigers watch parties with Maz. The most fun I've had doing anything here.
My arm.
God, it was just he makes me laugh no matter what he's doing. I fucking love Maz. I swear, I don't know if I can love a human more than I love Maz. He is the man.
It's on the chair with Braylon and Ermanni. Before them, it was like my from social media to getting on camera was me being a technical director, TD for the Hook.
Yeah,
and it was Maz, Pilar,
and
some of the OGs member, and D-Mac.
Yeah,
and so Maz had to talk more. He was
like
the lead host. Yeah, dude, and he would just do like the wildest, like randomest shit. Like if I start talking in like there's one video out there already, but I started talking in like a Borat accent.
Yeah,
and we had Pilar last year like on stage with us. He goes, the vagine. I'm like, Maz, bro. Maz a legend, man. Happy birthday, Maz, man.
Happy birthday, Maz. Absolute legend.
Soundcag, Easy, I thought you were wearing the Michigan Wolverines national championship hat. I said I was wearing a cool hat today, not a piece of shit hat. No, not a cheater's hat.
Oh, come on.
All
You were
right,
celebrating. You were celebrating.
You were
People
celebrating.
don't forget Easy.
He is a Michigan fan.
I was happy for you guys.
We were celebrating hard. But yeah, shout out Maz. Happy birthday. Absolute legend. Those Tiger games were so much fun. I mean, he was legitimately living and dying on every pitch.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Like the most overreactions of overreactions.
Yes, because I know there's like one arm or whatever that if you're having a stroke.
Yeah, if
you're grabbing the wrong one.
If you're having a heart attack, I think it's your right arm. You get paid in or something like that.
He was grabbing his left.
One of the.
He was grabbing the opposite one.
Hey, yeah, he was grabbing the opposite. He's like, oh man, I love that guy.
It wasn't even the right arm. He's like, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, and that's what's crazy too. It's like the genuine in his face. Like he would say, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna make it. He would say it with such sincerity too. It's like Maz, you'll be okay. He lives and dies in the moment. And I love, the thing coming into the studio when I get here before Maz leaves. That's the best when I just get to dap him up and say what's up to him. He's cool. He's a cool dude, man. Was he filling in for you that episode where we ended up doing a whole segment about music? Oh,
yeah. You got some of Motown or
That
whatever.
was dope. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. Shout out.
Dude.
I was trying to put him on UFC. Honestly, guy, it was like the best card that he like watched. He still didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He was like throwing a fit about watching it, enjoyed it, and then never went back to watching it again.
We really gotta get drunk and go to like the horse races with Maz.
Oh, I'm so down.
You got to bring him back.
We should go to the
first.
Derby.
Yeah, we should.
Get all dressed down.
Dude, I'd be down to go to the Derby.
My boys go every year.
Damn.
I that was my thing, but now that I'm in sports a little bit more, now I kind of want to go just for the experience.
Buy a cool hat.
Yeah. Are the hats for the girls or for guys too?
Guys wear hats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody wears hats.
Yeah, I think going to Tom Brady's Instagram, check out what he's got. We can go to Terry's Hat Guy in
Terry's got
Eastern
a hat
Market.
guy.
Terry's got a hat guy. He could get us a cool hat, I'm sure.
I was texting Uncle T today too. Because you know how you get the memories for photos or whatever on your
Yeah.
phone? Well, there was one of him and Joik. We called Joik Sweet Cheeks or something
Sweet,
like that. Joik was like, what?
Yeah, dude. You always, dude. Terry and D-Mac, Terry and Maz. Because I don't even count D-Mac as an uncle. D-Mac's my brother. Like,
Yeah.
D-Mac has, because he's a child at heart still,
For
D-Mac.
sure. He's a dragon.
He's a dragon. He's eating Pop-Tarts and ho-hos and shit for breakfast. Maz and Terry are the uncles, dude. They're
for
just
sure.
two amazing uncles to have in this business, man. And
Absolutely.
the Terry story time with Uncle T when we had Terry on and he was talking about wrestling bitches.
Oh my god,
I
dude,
would've
that was
been
so
like,
funny.
The Growler.
Growler.
I like women's feet.
Horrible nickname.
Dude, Terry is goated too. Terry and Maz are the best
Terry's
uncles you could ever have in this business.
really like one of the biggest reasons I wanted to do this. I used to listen to him and Valenti every single day. I used to be making pizzas even before then if I was driving. Like wherever I was going. Yeah, like Valenti and Terry, they were like they were Detroit sports outside of obviously the games themselves.
I was gold list caller on Valenti.
Shout out.
Like they used to just send me right through because I would call in when I was working at a dealership on my way home from work every time.
Yeah.
And they would just patch me through. Wouldn't get
Was like
screened
you
or
had any
anything.
like contentious calls or like we guys got into a little bit?
No.
You never called in angry?
No. I remember I had
Maybe
to
that's me
take.
'cause I'm a crash out.
I had to take where I said Detroit sports could have three greats at three niche positions with Andre Drummond, Peter Mrazek, and James McCann.
Oh,
Yeah, 0 for 3 on those ones.
ouch!
But no, that was it. That's where I got a lot of my sports, media from was Mike and Terry. So being, having an Uncle T now,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I know.
going to his house for the Super Bowl,
That was dope.
that
man.
was awesome.
Yeah, I used to. I asked that because I'd call in angry. Like Valenti would say some shit. I'm like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah.
I think I got through one time, and I think I stumped him. It was something he was talking about the Seattle Seahawks and like their run they're going on, like through draft picks and whatnot. And then I was kind of talking about like we had good. I don't know. We did have good draft picks at the time, like Darius
Yeah.
Slay, Sue. We were stacked rosters. The coaching kind of sucked. As much as I used to defend Caldwell.
Yeah, I remember I called in when I was going up to East Lansing for a fantasy draft.
Yeah.
And I called into, I think, Carson Anderson. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to ask them if they think, top 10 is too high to take a quarterback. I forget what quarterback
Yeah.
it was. Like Phillip Rivers or something like that. And so the guy was like, all right, yeah, good question. He sent me through. And I was like, I have the 8th pick in this draft, and I just wanted to know if that was too high to take Justin Tucker, kicker out of Baltimore. He's like, all right. And they hang up. Somebody was getting into it a little early, and then my boy Devin in the car called and got on, and he asked him something, and he handed me the phone, and I was like, you hung up on me. Should I take Justin Tucker or not? They're like, oh, what the hell? Got him twice. It was a good one.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Well,
Shout out to OGs in the game, man. They paved the
sure.
road for
Absolutely.
us.
made us motivated to want to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
They're living the dream. Speaking of living the dream, Spinny, you're getting all skinny and stuff.
Yeah.
Where you do that at?
I don't know about skinny. Beefy. Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everyone, and we mean everyone, can get a full body workout in 30 minutes and 30 minutes circuit. And all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Or you can upgrade the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at PlanetFitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got everybody.
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shot tab there. Get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that, all teams. Go to woodwardsports.com. Get the best Detroit sports merch in the game. What are we doing, guys? Get the best merch. It's woodwardsports.com.
Merch.
What up, though? Welcome to Word of the Void. It's live on WordSports.com. If you guys could do me the biggest favor in the world right now, for $3.99, you can smash that like button and help feed a heavyweight. I'm just saying. I'm
true.
Easy, Spimo Reaction, Chris,
I've been
Nicholas
eating
Cole.
salads and shit.
Huh? Yeah.
Pretty cheap.
Yeah, shit's expensive. It's expensive to lose weight out here. Actually, kind of, yes.
I mean, I get like the
Dude, eating
I get
is
like the
just
2-pound tub of spring mix, and then I get like the bags of salad. I get a thing of baby carrots, and then 2 proteins. So whatever. It's normally like chicken and ham or something like that.
I'm just going back to keto. That's what I'm going to do if I ever don't do it again. All right, we're going to get hockey out of the way because it's relevant and it deserves to be talked about. But in the rest of the show, for the majority of it, all Lions.
A lot of Lions.
Like,
shout out
dick
Dan Miller.
pill popping Lions. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Calvin Sheppard. I mean, I get why this guy become the defensive coordinator outside of the X's and O's, obviously, because I'm not in that room. But he just, bro, I was pumped up listening to that guy talk.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Miller.
Yes.
And Fox 2. They put out a couple exclusive one-on-one interviews with Dan Miller and the new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. Elite stuff. Dan's the best in the game. So it's great to have him
OGs.
sit down. OG, yeah. He's been at it for a while, dude.
OG show today, huh?
Yeah, I mean, paying homage to the old heads. We're coming for your spots. Like, we appreciate you, but shit ain't sweet around here. No, but Dan Miller, absolute legend. And, yeah, he sat down with Kelvin Sheppard and with John Morton, and we got a lot of audio from that. So,
speaking of sitting down, Matthew Tkachuk didn't play.
Yep.
We lost Brady.
Yep.
I think I saw on the way in we lost McAvoy to. I saw the thing was like infected.
Yeah,
like
McAvoy is probably not going to play on Thursday.
And who else? We lost somebody else too, didn't we?
Matthews.
Yes.
Matthews and both Tkachuks, they're going to play. They're like Brady, Tkachuk. They already said that was kind of preventative, like just.
Brady too?
Yeah. Well, no, Brady. Yeah, Brady was preventative. That was like they took him out of the game just to make sure nothing happened because he plays like a fucking wild hyena.
Yeah.
So they didn't want him hurting himself. I would bet pretty much anything I got that Matthew Tkachuk would play on Thursday. Austin Matthews is definitely going to play on Thursday. Charlie McAvoy, though, probably not. He is in the hospital.
He's in the hospital, yeah.
Yeah. But
John Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes, sorry.
The well is deep for.
Which I thought he was already on the team for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that, but he is en route to Boston to replace Charlie McAvoy. And I mean that the drop-off defensive-wise is there. Like, Charlie McAvoy is a better defensive defenseman, but Quinn Hughes is probably the best offensive defenseman not named Cale Makar.
Yeah.
So to see him and Makar on the ice together, that's going to be sweet. Yeah, Thursday's matchup, man,
I'm nervous.
I'm not.
I'm nervous. I just feel like I may have pre-celebrated. But it was worth it still, though.
Definitely worth it.
With booing the anthem and the fights, like, it was worth
in Canada, Dick cheer
in
around.
Canada, yeah.
So, no, I'm not nervous because Hellebuck is 10 times better than any goalie that Canada has.
The other thing,
that's
too,
what it comes down to.
Is the season starts again, I believe, Saturday night?
Yeah.
So, like, if in reality, like, if you're the Senators and some of these other teams, like, you're going to allow your guy to play banged up?
Oh, yeah.
You
won't be able to stop him. Like, if the Senators went up to Brady to Chuck and said, "Hey, we don't want you to play on Thursday," he'd say, "Eat my dick."
I've learned a lot about that guy the past 7 days. He's a psychopath.
And Matthews the same. Matthew Chuck's same exact way. Austin Matthews,
choke artist.
Choke artist. That's why I will.
You called
never,
him Papa yesterday. He had nothing for you.
Poppy. That's what he goes by. And this is.
I would never call him that.
This is. I will never ask you for anything else in your life, Austin Matthews, because you're a Maple Leaf, and fuck the Maple Leafs. I need you to net one on Thursday. Like, you're the captain on this team for a reason. I know you have a track record of choking in the biggest moments and shriveling up in the biggest moments. Don't do that on Thursday. Go out there and be the prolific goal scorer you are. Go out there and be the top 5 NHL player that you are and put at least one in the back of the net.
Yeah, he's the captain of Team USA. I know who our captain is. It's goddamn Dylan Larkin.
Yeah.
I need Dylan Larkin to get back out there. He hit the post last night. I thought it was a letdown spot for the boys. It was.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about the loss at all.
No.
Obviously, you moved to Thursday. There's one game to win, and it's definitely against the goddamn Canadians. I think Larkin has another big game. I truly do.
Yeah.
I really don't expect too much from Austin Matthews. I think you maybe win this game from a guy like Dylan Larkin stepping up again.
I was kind of happy that they hit the post 12 times last night or whatever it was. Get all of those out against Sweden. Get all of those out against Sweden and go into Canada and start ripping the net.
How many minutes did Larkin play last night? I really only watched the second period.
He was out there for a good time.
The second and third,
I don't know exactly how long, but he got a lot of run. And I mean, you'd expect that with all the guys they were missing.
I feel like I didn't see him as much.
Yeah, Hellebuck didn't play. Matthews didn't play. Obviously, both the Chucks were out. McAvoy was out.
Yeah, I'm excited about Hughes being back for this game, especially if they're getting Makar.
Yeah.
I think that evens out pretty good.
For sure.
And then this game's in Boston, fellas. I mean, this is the one time, like, all right, the most hated U.S. city in my eyes, when it comes to sports, but goddamn, they have to come into there. Canada has to go into Boston and win. Tough place to go into and win.
The one time,
as long as you got Brady to Chuck, I'm feeling good.
Now that Tom Brady's out of there, the only time I will root for Boston is tomorrow or Thursday. The only time I will root for Austin Matthews is Thursday. I don't like Austin Matthews as a player. I think he's kind of a puss, but need him to go out there and do what he does. That's score goals.
Who's the NFL comp for? Because I know we got an NFL heavy following.
Austin Matthews?
Yeah.
NFL comp for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. He's that good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I guess. How many points did he have last year?
He had, I think he's one of 3 players or 5 players ever to score 60-plus goals 3 years in a row.
You about to say something?
No, I just liked that comp a lot, and it was a quick comp by Spenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right on the dot there.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean.
That makes me feel. Because I'm a Lamar guy. It makes me look at Lamar more of a choker now, but.
Lamar is a choker. Come on.
He had 107 points last year. Had 106 points in 2021. He scored 60 goals twice. Scored 69 goals last year. He's already got 20 goals.
Because was he on pace with Gretzky for a minute there last year? Yeah.
He's led the league in goals 3 times in his career.
I don't know. They're doing the All-Star Weekend right. Like, that is, it's beyond weekend. It's 2 weeks now. And then I saw this in our group chat last night. I know Stickland brought it up as well if you guys were watching E&E. But Neil put it in there, a tweet that he found on X. And someone proposed the whites versus blacks
Yeah, saw that.
NBA All-Star
NBA
game.
All-Star game. I was thinking of
No. Hard pass.
no. don't jump the gun just yet. The sheer size that the Whites could put out there.
Yeah, we're getting beat off the dribble every time.
You've got Jokic, you've got Sengun, you've got Chet, you've got
Chet's a good pull.
Cooper Flag.
We've got Luka.
He will count next year.
Yeah,
next year, yeah.
You count.
Yeah.
We're bringing him up for this.
I was trying to put together rosters for everybody.
Bringing him up for this.
I even put together a light skin roster. We're fucking. I think we might win. To be honest.
Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna win.
But
so
there's no threes for you guys at all until Cooper Flag gets here.
Starting five, you're going Luka at point, Hero at shooting guard,
which is deadly.
Flag.
And then Flag would probably.
You can't give. He's not here.
Why not?
He's not here.
He was practicing with the U.S. team.
Yeah,
but he's not here.
I'm taking him. Cooper Flag
for sure.
You know, the Whites and the red tape, changing up the rules, and you get them. Sure.
Let's see.
Get you Cooper Flag.
Like I said, Chet, Jokic, someone.
Sabonis.
Yeah, Sabonis, Sengun and Sabonis coming off the bench. Two little dirt balls, two spicy Whites doing what they do, grinding out board. You guys wouldn't get rebounds out at all.
I mean, my team, my light skin team.
Light skin team is crazy.
Light skin team is
Steph and Cade.
Yeah, Steph and Cade.
Then you got Tatum, Devin Booker, and Wemby. That's your starting five.
Yeah,
that's fucking nuts.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Cat off the bench.
Come on now.
Dude. That's an insane fucking team.
You guys definitely be good on the boards though.
We have the fundamentals.
Great locker room, guys.
We have a great
Sneaky
locker room.
athletic.
Playing the game the right way.
Great locker room. We have
athletic.
a hard work ethic. We're gonna
Lunch pail guys.
We're gonna win all the 50-50 balls.
So what's the other one? Shea. It would be Shea, LeBron,
KD,
Durant, Joel Embiid,
Ant.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out their lineup because I don't know where Steph falls in this because he's kind of light.
Steph's light skinned.
But I know his mom's mixed, isn't she? Or something?
His mom's fine.
She is gorgeous. A very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Any light-skinned, green-eyed woman just,
That's a cheat code.
My Lord, it is a cheat code.
But I think both of his parents are mixed, so that just evens out.
Yeah, so I'm saying, where's he fall?
He's mixed.
Okay, so he's team light-skinned. So,
Yeah.
they don't get Steph.
No, you get Steph.
Yeah, I get Steph.
Yeah.
So Shea,
Ant, that's your backcourt.
Oh, that's good.
Shea and Ant, and then you got
Ant,
LeBron,
Durant,
and Embiid. And then coming off the bench, you got.
I feel like they gotta do this.
This would be awesome.
We need to figure out some way to get a fourth team in there.
I would love to buy the Whites jersey.
You need to televise it like
the Caucasians.
Get Dave Chappelle on it. Just televise the draft. Get Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr to
AD
call
light
it.
skin.
Bring
Yeah, you
it
got
back.
Anthony Davis too.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck, dude, light skins.
Doesn't matter, dude. That guy gets hurt.
Dude, for sure, light skins are winning.
I was nervous at first when Neil first said it. They need like a light skin team, and I was like, no, actually, we'd be.
Shut up, gun guy. Take your pants off. Oh, is Giannis? Giannis is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dark skin.
Yeah, he beat. Yeah.
Dude, Giannis. Yeah. What? Giannis at center, Bron at 4, KD at 3, Shea and Ant as the backcourt.
It'd be ridiculous.
That's insane. I don't know if you're beating that.
Gotta respect the fundamentals, says Shane D.
Yep.
Not much defense being played though from the Whites.
What'd you say?
Not a lot of defense from the Whites. A lot of ball movement.
A lot of ball movement.
We got Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench, chucking that bitch, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tyler Hero.
Luka and Tyler Hero would be gross.
Luka and Tyler Hero would be sweet.
That'd be
Not
sick.
covering anybody.
Yeah, that's very true.
Playing no
Not covering
defense.
shit.
No defense.
Straight 3-point lineup.
Or we start Hartenstein. To
Easy.
get some
Why you acting like you
defense
don't know? Don't know what?
Do we get Chet? Yeah, we get Chet.
We get Chet. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Chet's as white as it gets.
Yeah.
They gotta do it. Bobo would
All
be
of our
where?
best players are spicy whites.
Yeah, it's kind of Tyler
Chet
Hero.
and Hero are the only regular whites. Peyton Pritchard, I think he's regular white.
I think he's a regular white.
Mild white.
Mild white.
What's Jose Calderon doing?
Jose Calderon. No, we have better options than that. We got Christian Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening to all the whites in America? There's not
We
many.
got Christian Brown. We got Pat Connaughton still out
Flag.
there. Cooper Flag's a regular. He's a mild white.
They're in their 7th year of college because of COVID.
They are.
That's what they are.
Hunter Dickinson could stay in.
He's not.
Yeah. Did we get Zach? We get Zach Edey.
Have you watched him at all this year?
He's not that. I mean,
no, I'm just asking. I haven't watched him.
it's just
Oh, we got Grady. We got Grady from Toronto.
It's just Ja running to the hole, drawing 3 and dishing it off to him, or him getting put.
He was fucking me up in 2K.
Yeah,
the other day.
he's impossible to guard.
I usually eat inside with Ivy. It was just I couldn't do nothing. He was just there every time. He's just so big.
Black's got Jaren Jackson Jr., Bam, and Jimmy too coming off the bench. Giannis is not dark skin. Where does Giannis fall? Is he light skin or the team black? I think he's
brown skin.
He's brown skin, but he's not light skin.
He's not light skin.
You wouldn't consider him light skin.
No, yeah, he would go.
He would go to team black.
So I guess if
Team
we
Black
wanted
is
to make 4
crazy,
teams
bro.
out of this, it'd be brown skin, dark
No,
skin.
that's too much.
Yeah.
What? Well, I'm just, if we want 4 teams though.
We should just do 2 and combine light skin and white.
No.
All right. It's worth a shot.
It's your fault. We're light skin.
Worth a shot. Yeah, dude. The more I think about it, I think the black team would win.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, the light skin team was crazy.
I mean, the whites are
No,
respectable.
whites. We're respectable.
Joker, Luka, Tyler.
Like I said, we're gonna have
know,
some great fundamentals, great ball movement.
Without Cooper Flag, cooked. Like whoever's at 3 is getting beat off the dribble all game long.
Chet, yeah, it would be Chet.
Be Chet, yeah, beat off the dribble.
Or we could play Pat Connaughton in there, get a role player in there.
Yeah.
We can play some defense, hit some
Glue
threes.
guy.
Yeah,
Nick,
glue
you got,
guy.
come on. Who do you guys got at small forward?
I like putting Chet there, dude. Even if, stand a little bit back. He's got the size to
Run a
recover.
zone defense?
He's got the size to recover. But yeah,
we
bring
can
up
run zone.
That'd be
We
a
can run
crazy
zone.
zone.
Make him shoot threes from
Yeah. Just run a zone. Or
Dexter James, Jason Kidd into the chat. That's a conundrum.
what is Jason Kidd? Yeah.
He's mixed.
Talk about ambiguous.
He's Bryson. He's my son.
Yeah, he is Bryson.
He's bright skin, light skin. Dave Montgomery's son looks like that too.
I'm trying to think of were there any other whites in the All-Star game?
You know what? Who's the kid that was in New York that's with OKC now?
The white kid?
You said that harsh.
Oh, you talking about
Hartenstein.
DiVincenzo?
Bright skin, light skin.
Hartenstein.
That's now on
he-
Minnesota?
didn't know.
No,
I saw a
no.
podcast.
Hartenstein is he's
Yeah.
light skin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Super light skin.
Bright skin, light
About
skin.
as
What do
light
they call
skin
him?
as it gets.
All right, we gotta go to break before we cancel ourselves. Yes, we do get Kate Cunningham, Denver Blair.
Yeah, but okay, so
What hand
let's
gesture do I do for that one?
the black team, they got their starting 5 is Shea and Ant, and then you got LeBron, KD, and Giannis, and then off the bench you got Embiid, Bam,
Just do 5.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Just do the 5s.
Okay,
Starting 5s.
so those that's your
I
5.
thought we
Okay.
said Giannis was
light
on
skin.
light
We
skin.
got.
No, Giannis is not on light skin.
I love Kate, but I gotta go Steph, obviously, right?
Cade and Steph, that's your backcourt.
No Devin Booker.
Booker at the 3.
Nah, Jason Tatum.
Tatum at the 4.
No, Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns bench. I'd personally,
Tatum at the 4.
I'd rather have Tatum and Booker out there than Karl Anthony Towns.
With
Because then you got Wemby to clean up everything, and Tatum can hold his own against a 4.
Yeah.
Against KD.
Durant and Sabonis.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's you guys' 4?
Oh, we
And
do
obviously
have
it wouldn't be
Sabonis.
as
I
our 5.
forgot
Our
about
four-
Sabonis.
Our 4 would be it'd be Luka and Hero,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then at 3, are we
That's the
going
biggest
Cooper
question.
Flag?
Let's not. Let's make it hard.
All right, then we're going Chet, Sabonis, Jokic,
Yeah.
and just going big.
Living in the paint on
Just
the
going
perimeter.
big. Yeah, and running zone defense.
Pat Connaughton for certain situations.
Pat Connaughton, yeah. we should get a sub. We're white already.
we got to bring back the PS5 and just run this up and
Set it up.
blacktop.
I'm down.
And then whoever wins, we'll change the name to white top, light skin top, instead of black top. What do you want to do with that one? But Feist.
Team Black starting 5 is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Harden up there too.
Feldman, Chevrolet.
All right, yeah.
Since 1996,
Yep.
Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you and catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Come in and get a hot leather neck shave, a scalp massage, and a hot towel treatment from one of our lovely, talented stylists, as well as an award-winning haircut. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Oh, that you're running the show. You're calling the defense. Biggest change for you?
Not trying to put everything around the linebackers and not make the linebackers the priority in everything I do. It's one of the first things Dan said. It's kind of funny. He's like, I might not even give you any linebackers to look at because I know you're going to spend all your time. So just having that, and everybody from Solomon in the media, just having that open mindset, the more bigger landscape picture, the bigger picture. It's not just about my 3 or 4 guys on the field. It's about how does this now impact Aleem McNeil? How does this impact a guy like Terrion Arnold? How does this impact Kirby Joseph? Every time I'm thinking about something now, it now has to encompass all 11. So that's something I've expanded my mind to. And just having, again, my support system, though. A guy like Casey Rogers walking in the door, like, if Shep's the guy, I'm coming. Like, whoa. Like, that's how he felt about me. Now, he seen me as a player down in Miami in 2014, but from the coaching realm, he didn't know really. And just having the belief in him, he's called defenses before for Ty Bowles. So having that experience, that knowledge, Deshae Townsend up for multiple jobs this year as far as a coordinator, having him back and excited, Jim O'Neil being a coordinator in this league for 3 years, and who, might I add, had opportunities elsewhere, sticking around and sticking with me. Like, that's the type of stuff I work for, is guys who's willing to pour into me. I got to make sure that I fill their cup as well.
That is one of the biggest pieces for me, talking about Kelvin Sheppard becoming the defensive coordinator of this team, first-time defensive coordinator, one of the youngest defensive coordinators in the league at 37 years old, was just recently playing in the league for the Detroit Lions, 6 years ago. And now he steps in as a former linebacker coach. He's working with the outside linebackers, then linebackers, now defensive coordinator. I'm not nervous, one. I just think anybody that's taken over a position like that in the National Football League at 37 years old is a whiz kid. You're on the right path. You're doing things the right way. But the names he mentioned, obviously we were very vocal about Casey Rogers when we got the defensive line hire because he was a former defensive coordinator with the Jets. And it was a respectable defense for a few years. I believe he was defensive coordinator for, 5 years? Mm-hmm. And then obviously won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers as defensive line coach. Had a plethora of different type of body types and everything that made him work. Always had a good run defense. I always had that as the shining piece in that locker room alongside Kelvin Sheppard. But I forgot about Jim McNeil, who was the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. I forgot that our guy Deshae Townsend took multiple interviews to become a defensive coordinator elsewhere. Probably could have taken a job.
Yep.
Kelvin Sheppard could have taken jobs everywhere else too. This is huge for me because the way Kelvin's coming up is under Dan Campbell, who is open to input for the betterment of the team from everybody. When Dan Campbell was calling plays, he was calling plays, but it's really Ben Johnson behind him drawing those things up. Yeah. But he took that input, and obviously the offense worked because of it. Kelvin Sheppard has a support system behind him that I truly believe will be a dog-ass defensive coordinator because I like the guys he has around him.
Yeah, I do too. And you look at what Kelvin Sheppard has done since he's become a coach in the NFL, and it's nothing but a meteoric rise. And he talks about Dan Campbell always having his back. We've already talked about how Aaron Glenn has been grooming him for this position, having him run meetings, having him run different things, call plays in the defense last year. And he is so well insulated with these guys around him, like you said, with Jim O'Neill, with Casey Rogers, with guys that have this defensive coordinator experience in the past. So having a first-time defensive coordinator in Kelvin Sheppard, who has been referred to by multiple people as the smartest guy in the room type of situation, including Steve Spagnuolo, this guy has all of the tools around him when it comes to minds to pick, brains to look at, people to bounce ideas off of, to make sure he's putting himself in the best situations possible going forward as the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. So I am extremely confident in Kelvin Sheppard as the Detroit Lions defensive coordinator. I think Kelvin Sheppard will be the guy to take this defense to the next level, because he is a young, innovative mind who has come from a family of fantastic defensive minds, and the pieces around him, these guys around him, are going to help him. Hey, this is what I did wrong. Hey, when I was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco, here's where I went wrong. Hey, when I was the defensive coordinator for the New York Jets, here's what I went wrong. Hey, when I was behind Todd Bowles for basically my whole career, one of the best defensive minds in football, here's what he did, here's what he liked, here's what this. So he's got a lot of guys that he can bounce ideas off of, and that helps anyone in any line of work, especially when you're getting into it for the first time.
Even just like the certain, like I was listening to Brad Holmes last night as well, did a great piece, Black History Month piece, and just him just talking about his upcoming from a car rental person to PR with a basketball team, then football, then obviously become the general manager. But when you become that general manager, you're doing things different for the first time. You are in interviews with the first top 30 team visits with these players. Like there are new experiences you have with these upgrades that he's going to have. And now you have Casey Rogers who's been there before. You have a Jim McNeil who's been there before. You also have a previous relationship with Jim McNeil.
Yeah.
Same situation too with Shea Townsend. I don't know, man. I think it's dope. I'm not concerned at all whatsoever.
No, he is more than competent. He's more than capable, Kelvin Sheppard, in taking over this defense and having them perform at a high level. He knows what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
These guys on this team know what he wants out of them. They know how he coaches. They respect him. He talked in that interview with Dan Miller from Fox 2 about how his first coaching job for the Lions, Dan Campbell had him coaching the outside linebackers, and he was coaching Romeo Okwara, a guy he's played with before. He was coaching Trey Flowers, a guy that is on a $100 million contract at a position that he is not familiar with. So he has been outside of his comfort zone before and has always made it work, always had to perform at a high level.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. And like you said, with Jim McNeil, with Casey Rogers, those guys are going to help him so much round what he wants to be as defensive coordinator. The seeds that Aaron Glenn planted in him will be cultivated by the leadership he has around him in these circles.
Yep.
And Dan Campbell puts the best guys in the best scenarios to have the most success. And if you're not doing it right, he's going to get you out of there. There's a reason why these guys on this staff have stayed. There's a reason why these guys on this staff have pushed through.
Because they're here and other guys aren't.
Exactly. We've seen him do it before. Aubrey Pleasant, great friend, great dude, see you later. Anthony Lynn, great friend, great dude, see you later.
Mm-hmm.
He has promoted from within the guys that deserved it, and Kelvin Sheppard is at the top of that list.
Shout out to Dan Campbell for just being the way he is. We talked about it last year. I think at the presser, we said he's coaching the coaches.
Yep.
Calvin Sheppard's a result of that. And shout out to AG for being willing to do that too. He spoke to that, was thankful for that in that interview as well. I know we're a little bit over, Chris, but I want to get yours and Nick's opinions on this real quick too.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is he talked about those other players in the defense. And the guys that put those players there is a guy in Brad Holmes. He drafted a lot of these players, 3 first-round picks come to my brain immediately, 2 second-round picks, 2 third-round picks. He used a lot of draft capital to give Kelvin Sheppard these chess pieces when healthy. Can he land the checkmate? Can he put these guys in the right position to get to the quarterback, to cause these turnovers? I think when fully healthy, he's going to be able to.
Yeah.
It's just these guys got to get back to full health, and obviously full off season to do so. So.
Yeah, he talked a little bit about that. I think I grabbed that one. I guess that's the text I sent when I was like, how many Kelvin Sheppards is too much, guys? I was trying to get the governor from you guys. So I might send that. We'll go over that too. But Chris, what's your reaction to it?
I go back to what Dan Campbell said during the introductory part of this offseason. And he said, he was very well aware that he was possibly losing both coordinators, and that he knows the style of play that we are going to play as Lions. And so he is looking more within than outside. But the synergy is there. So that's why I have complete confidence in this, is because they're not changing who they are. They're not coming in and saying, okay, we need something new. What we had wasn't working. You went 15-2 last year with all the injuries, with all the adversity. You have something that's working, and you have people that have been here from the grassroots. So I think, if I'm being honest with you, I have way more confidence right now in the defensive side of the ball than the offensive side of the ball in terms of there not being a drop-off. I really believe that the defensive side of the ball, this was a perfect hire. This was exactly what we wanted, as much as we wanted Rob Salah and all these other talented minds. I think this was ultimately the perfect decision. I don't even have room to debate it, really. I don't think even if you bring in Salah, you get the same impact that you're going to get with Kelvin. I really don't.
But you're still yapping. No, I'm just kidding.
How dare you try to pull the Big Bob?
What?
You was the one gave sucking my dick. Yeah, AG planted the seeds inside Calvin Sheppard was a little crazy.
The seeds of leadership that AG planted.
All right, we got to go to break. We'll come back. We got some more Kelvin Sheppard. Also, your new offensive coordinator, Johnny Morton, spoke as well. We'll get to all that and more, but Foist. Tell us about Dr. Pierce.
Dr. Pierce was on today on Big D Energy, broke down the Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil stuff. Woodward's going to get that up. Make sure you go check it out. It was some great stuff. Shout out to Dr. Pierce. Mr. Worldwide, Dr. Worldwide, was back in Birmingham today. Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce, here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like DMAC. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
It's the Les Stanford Sign and Drive sale. Get a 2024 Envision, only $239 per month, or try out the 2025 Sierra Crew Cab Elevation for $249 per month. Don't forget the 2025 Hummer EV SUV, only $789 per month. $0 security deposit, 0 due at signing, 0 first payment, 0 acquisition fee. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory at the Sign and Drive sale. Les Stanford Buick GMC, LesStanford.com.
What up and welcome to World Heavyweights live on WorldSports.com. I'm Mees Drummond, my guy Spin More Rex, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend. If we hit 100 likes while on air, we'll post Chris's high school pictures for you all to see. Where'd you find those, by the way, Spinny?
Just probably Facebook.
What? Oh, yeah, his brother's Facebook.
Oh,
yeah.
What a creep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he does usually. Just spends time. Studying me, researching me. What's that?
Your brother was a swimmer?
Yeah, he is a swimmer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he took along great.
Nice. We got a couple places we could take this one. I kind of want to end it on the one I have right now, but I also don't care. I have Shep on the young players he thinks will pop this season, or at least still have like some meat on the bone, as he said.
Hell yeah, with them seeds.
But I also have Shep talking about what his version of the Detroit Lions defense will look like. Where do you want to go with
Give
it?
me that one.
All right, run it, Chris.
Which one?
His defense.
All right.
What does a Kelvin Sheppard defense look like? What do fans expect to see?
A team that plays together and for one another, that's number one. There's no me, there's no I in this. And I seriously mean that. That's not coach speak, that's not me. It's exactly the message that they're going to hear. I coach for my coaches. Like, we are in this together. No voice is bigger than the other. No role is bigger than the other. This is one unit and one sound. We're going to move as one with everything we do. That's number one. So that togetherness. And so many things trickle from there. Absolutely relentless effort, non-negotiable. That's things I say that the coaches aren't coaching effort. You'll stand out if your effort lacks on this defense. And then just nasty, tenacious, finishing, scratching, clawing, fighting for every blade of grass that's out there. And I think if we're able to do those things, everything else, you notice I didn't say one stat, I didn't say one accolade, because if you do all those things and you focus on those things, then the bigger picture things will come from that. But that to me will be the DNA of who we are as a unit.
It's just what you love to hear, and that's what you expect to hear out of a Dan Campbell guy, out of an Aaron Glenn disciple. Attacking, aggressive, finishing, playing as a team. You're going to see a lot of hats on the ball.
Every blade of grass is such a bar,
Yeah,
bro. I love when coaches say shit like that.
You're going to see a lot of the same when it comes to level of physicality, level of tenacity that this defense has played with.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be doing that still. They're going to be flying around the field, and like you said, he wants everybody helping out everybody, so everybody, you're going to see a lot of hats to the ball, and he's not going to take shit. Like, he's going to get in these guys' asses, pause, if they're not playing how he thinks and how he wants them to play.
Seeds in the motherfucker.
Playing the seeds to sow. Hell yeah! That meat on the bone.
I see a comment from Rich Baldwin. That's coach speak. And yeah, to a certain point, you're right, but it's the delivery of it, right? Like there's no bullshit in it. There's no I have to say this. There's no I'm just saying this because I think it's going to work. There's passion behind those words. You feel it. Yeah. They're articulated well. It's when they're coming out of guys who say it like AG, guys say it like Dan Campbell. It's delivered differently. You believe it.
Yeah, and
you truly believe it.
It might sound like coach speak because that's what you want your coaches to say, but these guys don't give you coach speak. These guys tell you how they are genuinely feeling, what they truly believe, and what they're going to execute on. Mm-hmm. So it might sound like, yeah, we want our defense to play hard, play tough, and fight. Oh, that's coach speak. That's what everybody. Look at the Lions' defense. That's what they do. They're the nastiest, most aggressive defense in the NFL. Like, it's going to continue. That's what they say because it sounds good and it's what they believe and what they preach and how their defense plays. Aaron Glenn said, I want to bring violence back to football. That's coach. That's what he did. Yeah. Like that's what these guys actually believe and what they actually preach. So it's not coach speak in that matter of fact.
And the other thing too is like, I guess I can't find the word I'm looking for necessarily. No, it is cliches. Some cliches are there for a reason because they are true. Oh, you want everything? You got to work hard for everything you want in life.
Lunch pail guy.
That's fucking true. Work hard for what you want in life. Oh, you got to be passionate to do the things you want to love.
Sneaky athletic.
That is fucking true. Yeah, sneaky athletic. Like cliches are true. Yeah. Like it's that's why they're there. That's why they exist. Those stereotypes. Like coach speak works. That's why coaches speak that way. But again, it's different when it comes from a guy like that. It's different when it comes from a guy like Dan Campbell. It's also different from a guy that played the game before. He's received those coach speak talks. And just sometimes he bought in, sometimes he didn't. These guys, like Spinney said, truly mean what they say, and I believe the delivery is what matters behind it. And beyond that, beyond the delivery of the words itself, but the delivery on the job as well. I think these guys are going to hold each other accountable all through the entirety of the locker room. And I think that's from the coaches to the players. Like there's open ears. That's why I love having, like we just said, Casey Rogers, Jim McNeil, Deshae Townsend. Because if he does fuck up, like Spinney said, hey, like don't make the same mistake that I did. Here's at least my opinion on it, right? And if you have a question as to why we're doing something like that, he said in that same interview, it's like I'm not taking it as like a disrespect or anything like that. You genuinely want to know, so I'm gonna break it down for you. Yeah. And if there's a flaw in it, we'll find it together. There's no issue with breaking down why, because then you know the complete understanding of something that way.
100%.
Nick?
Yeah, every clip that comes out, the more I think this guy's just going to be successful.
Right?
It's from the top down. The dialogue is the same. You know, this is like basically listening to Dan Campbell, but he's talking about defense and what he wants to see. Yeah, I'm loving what I'm hearing out of Kelvin Sheppard. I think he's going to be extremely successful. I mean, obviously the cliche is that every blade of grass, we're going to cover it up, but he means it. He truly does. So I'm excited every time I hear this guy talk. I mean, I'm all behind the Kelvin Sheppard hype right now, and I think it's just going to continue to grow throughout the offseason.
Kelvin Sheppard quotes are Honolulu Blue boner pills. Like, they get me up.
They get you going.
They get me excited.
Honolulu Blue Chews?
Honolulu Blue Chews, baby. Yeah. I mean, every time, that's why I call it these Kelvin Sheppard and Dan Campbell quotes. They're Honolulu Blue Chews.
Because, like you said, it's genuine. Mm-hmm. They're not coming up there and going, Duval. They actually mean, preach, and believe what they say. That's how they live their lives. That's who they are as men, as football players, and now as football coaches.
That's the thing,
and you can see the respect from the team and the other coaches around them.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, you're fine.
That's the thing that, like, I think some people are questioning about Ben Johnson. Like, can he deliver that passion?
Mm-hmm.
He can give you the X and O's all day. The guy knows football. That's clear as the fucking sky is blue. Well, technically, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
But can he deliver that passion? Can he fire you up with those words?
You mean the dome that encompasses the world,
yeah.
Not the sky?
Oh, okay.
You're not one of those blue sky guys, are you?
Yeah, call your sky guy, Chris.
Yeah, call your sky guy.
I'll call.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We got more quotes from Shep. We got some from new offensive coordinator John Morton. But first, tell us about Mark White.
Mark White gonna do you right.
Hey,
Mark White gonna change your life. Save you up to $5,000. Closing costs on your brand new home. It's dialed up 248-290-8242 or visit my markwhitesales.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
It is a Jars Cannabis Real Jam. Saturday, February 22nd. Head on down to the Jars Cannabis Rail Jam. $8,000 in cash prizes. Broadcasters will be there, such as Darren McCarty from Woodward Sports, Stick Radio from Woodward Sports.
Clarence,
and again, did I mention there's $8,000 in cash prizes? Head on down to the Jars Cannabis Rail Jam.
Tits might be out.
Free entry, by the way. And if you buy a Jars Cannabis product, you get free food too.
Yep.
Come on, what are we doing?
Love that. I love that Dispos do that.
Dude, they're the best.
Buy some weed and you get free food. So you can go smoke a joint and then eat some delicious food truck, whatever they have out there.
Dispos give out the most free shit. And it's not like cheap free shit. It's like it's the dope.
Yeah,
free
here's
shit.
like 3 free joints and a free sandwich.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll come back.
Speaking of, it's not free. But speaking of dope shit.
Remember T-Burgers?
Yeah. Oh, T-Burgers.
Oh, dude,
slaps.
I'm dying for T. I need to go.
Shout out to our guy Greg that runs T Burgers. He had a
Shout
kid
out.
recently.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm friends with him.
Congratulations,
Oh,
but
damn.
get back in that truck, buddy. I need him.
Congrats on the sex, Greg.
Yeah, shout out to you, Greg, for having sex.
Get you a nanny, buddy.
Well, yeah,
Rich Baldwin, I want to see Easy on a snowboard. Ain't no way in hell.
I've never.
If I get some insurance, let's do it.
Like, I think all winter activities are Rich White stuff.
Rich Watts.
Like snowboarding, snowmobiling,
We went
skiing.
sledding the other day. It was kind of.
Sled. That's
Yeah.
not. I mean,
I went
like,
down that bitch.
hockey,
That shit was fun as
skiing,
fuck. I forgot how fun sledding is.
snowboarding, snowmobiling. That's all Rich White stuff. I used to sled the shit. I broke my collarbone sledding.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
How?
Got taken out by a toboggan. Boom, front flip.
Oh, someone came and hit you?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Young. It was like a movie scene.
Dude, I was just okay. Go ahead, do your story. Then I got one.
Because we were like coming up the hill, and this toboggan was coming down, flying down, and I was there with my boy Robert, and he had like just broken his collarbone, like he had just healed from having a broken collarbone, and I was about to hit him, so I like fucking.
Okay, you made that part.
Like pushed him out. No, I swear to God, hit me, fucking full front flip.
Call Robert
face
right now.
smack. My sister went over me. Like she came down next and fucking went over top of me as I was in the ground. Woke up in the bathtub. I guess my dad like carried me off. That was one of my first concussions.
Oh damn, you got a concussion that
Oh,
early.
I was knocked out cold.
Damn.
Came to in the bathtub. I was like, what the fuck?
That'd be terrifying as a parent.
Yeah.
So I went down the hill. Pause. Fucking awesome because I'm a big boy. I kept going. I went kind of far. So Bryson was still like way behind me. There's other kids like
Inertia.
sledding. So he's like not looking, he turned like running towards me. Yeah, and someone was coming. I was like, "Yo, Bryson!"
Oh, he got smoked?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Thank God, the kid missed him. But I was having a heart attack.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go overprotective parent too. That
sledding
was
is not something you do without health insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should have. Yeah,
Or
you're right.
sober.
Or sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely gotta be liquored up.
I was sober. That's my kid.
And no health insurance.
And no health insurance.
Double
You
whammy.
weren't
Double whammy.
Loser.
You weren't sneaking the flask in there, turning your back.
Oh, I got to.
All right. Speaking of, this person's not a loser, but I've seen a lot of people trying to categorize him as such. And you'll sit down with Dan Miller, who had a phenomenal question, by the way. Dan Miller killed this interview. He asked Kelvin Sheppard, he's been with the defense for a long time. It's not like you're a new guy coming in here. Which one of these young guys can we expect a bounce back season from, or just a step up? And here's his answer.
You know this defense. You know the players on it. Are there any young guys that you look at and you say, this guy's ready to take a jump? I think last year we said that about Jack, and he
Yep,
did.
absolutely.
So anybody you're looking at and you're saying, you know what, this guy's ready to make a leap. People better keep their eye on him.
Oh, it's various. I mean, we have a young nucleus, a young core. But somebody jumps out at me, a Terrion Arnold.
Yeah.
There's so much meat on that bone that he don't even know. He called me a couple days ago playing around. I was like, where you at? Down in Florida. I was like, you better enjoy it because when you get back the next time you see me, we getting to work, brother. And he's like, oh, absolutely, coach. I know how you roll. But just TA, the Enos Rakestraws of the world, the Makai Wingos, you go through it. You even talk Brian Branches of the world. Everybody's like, Brian Branch. Brian Branch is only going into his third year. That's a young player. I know we see this dynamic athlete, but there's so much meat on the bone from the neck up with that player. Kirby continuing to grow where he took a step, major leap from the neck up. A lot of these players, you guys get to see their talent on Sundays, but we get the deep dives throughout the week to see where this player that you might think Kirby all pro, every stats, now he can grow.
Yeah.
And showing the player and showing them where. That's the big thing I try to tell my staff now. I'm big on telling people why. Why are you asking me? And it's not disrespectful if a player ever asks, why, coach? He's not challenging me. He wants understanding. And it's our job, I think, if we create a bigger understanding in what we're trying to get done, you'll see a natural progression and a natural growth with multiple guys on this roster.
We tell you guys, these Honolulu Blue Chews, and here goes another one just now because there are some question marks out there right now about Terrion Arnold. Not necessarily from everybody. I know Spain's a big believer himself as well.
I am.
I'm not necessarily one of those guys either, but I will admit that this season wasn't what we all wanted or expected out of Terrion Arnold. And now we're kind of we want to see the finished product. We want to believe it, right? You want a Honolulu Blue Chew to get you hyped up and excited for it. Well, there you go. The guy that we've been hyping up as the whiz kid, the next up-and-comer as a defensive coordinator, the next D'Amico Ryans and Calvin Sheppard, was asked directly, which one of these next guys is going to make the jump up? The first name out of his mouth.
First name.
Was Terrion Arnold.
Yeah.
A lot of meat on the bone, he said.
Facts. Facts. But, yeah, no, I think, Terrion, you look at the potential that he has and what he can be in the NFL. We saw some of it last year in different spots, like when he was going out and he went out there against Justin Jefferson and had a hell of a game. He's made multiple plays. He just didn't put it all together. And Kelvin Sheppard knows that. I think everybody in the NFL knows that. You're not just going to walk in and be a cornerback one on a team that has no pass rush, going up against these elite receivers every
Stop
week.
blaming the pass rush.
So, I mean, the pass rush is a huge factor of it. But you know that the track record and the improvement of rookie corners to their next year and to the following years is astronomical when you talk about growth. So I just think that getting him in there, settling him down, figuring out on tape what he was doing wrong, hopefully getting his head turned around more on these different throws. Terrion Arnold, the growth he is going to have is going to astonish some people, and some people are going to look really stupid with some of the shit they're saying.
We said it last year during the draft process, and you kind of saw it play out that way too in the draft process. We didn't see a defender off the board till 13, 14, whatever it was. But a lot of these guys in last year's class were more so projects. I think the one guy that I believed in the most was Jared Verse, and we talked about him multiple times in the show. But Terrion Arnold he's of the project. He was a project. He has a high upside, but you're not necessarily going to see that in the first year. You see that from the Hall of Fame guys, the guys that go number 4 overall, like a Sauce Gardner.
Hall of Fame for sure.
That wasn't the situation with Terrion Arnold. He was something you have to mold and work with a little bit, and now we're watching the fruits of AG's labor.
Yeah.
Planting those seeds.
One of the guys that he also said, but we didn't get to see, was second-round pick Ennis Rakestraw. And I think for this defense to kind of really hit their ceiling, Ennis Rakestraw is going to have to be a dude. This guy was a borderline first-round pick, or at least that's what all the mocks had him coming out of the draft, and we got him late second. He fell to the Lions ultimately. So I believe Ennis Rakestraw could be a really big addition to this defense, and he's already on the team. He just didn't play because he was hurt once again. So do you guys still have expectations and high expectations for Ennis next year?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we haven't seen him play football. Like we haven't seen him play in the NFL. So, yeah, I think it sucks what he was dealing with. Obviously, consistently injured his rookie year. Hopefully that gets cleaned up. But putting these guys in these situations, having Aiden Hutchinson and Zadarius Smith as defensive end pairing is going to do nothing but help your young cornerbacks now. So I expect them both to take big leaps. Obviously, Ennis is more of a question mark, but I expect Terrion to take a huge leap.
Loved what I saw in preseason from Ennis. That dude could hit, too, I recall.
Ennis Rakestraw?
Yeah, are you excited about him? I mean, you got to see
him.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah, I got
to see him right there in person.
This guy, so I can't speak to play, for sure, not yet, because I do want to see that. I wasn't the highest on him, but again, everybody in this draft class is a little bit more of a project in the defensive side of the ball. But just joking around for a photo op, lined up across this man, and he fucking looked at me like he wanted to kill me. Yeah. He is a dog. Every little bit of it. He said, "Okay, so what we doing here? All right." I'm like, I had told him, relax, bro. I swear he's getting ready to jam the life out of me. He's a dog, and I can't wait to see him in pads, actually getting reps for the Detroit Lions with the healthy defensive line.
Yeah, we know the kind of guys that Brad Holmes likes. We know the kind of guys that this regime likes them thick.
Meat on that bone.
Who doesn't? But you look at these guys, they are dogs. They live, breathe, eat, sleep football. And Ennis Rakestraw and Terrion Arnold are just more of the same when you talk about the mentality and the players that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell like to bring into this regime. And, yeah, I expect both of them to be pissed with how their rookie years went. Not only obviously ending in failure, not winning the Super Bowl, but individually, Ennis Rakestraw's got to be pissed that that's how his NFL career started. Terrion's got to be pissed that he's getting bashed by fans, that he sees other two rookie quarterbacks in his same class go out there and win a Super Bowl. That's got to put something in your heart. So I expect these guys to come back and take care of business.
Yeah, Nick, do you feel scorned at all? You're the one that put the money on it. Rookie of the year.
No, not at all, dude. That was, high expectation. I thought we were going to have a healthy defensive line. I truly believe he would have had a lot better of a season come Marcus Davenport would have magically played all 17 games.
Yeah.
You know, Aiden Hutchinson doesn't, snap
I mean,
his
you
leg.
don't got to play all 17, but shit, give us more than 2.
Yeah, I just thought that they were going to be a lot of interception opportunities, and I thought you saw him he still didn't get the pick, but I thought throughout towards the end of the year, I thought he finally was starting to get his head around a little bit more. And I think if the pressure was there early in the season, I think he would have finally gotten some of those picks throughout the year, to be honest. But I mean, I got high expectations moving forward. I'm not giving up on this guy because he had a C-ish grade, I would say, his first year as a cornerback. I had expectations he would have an A grade coming out, but he did not. So I guess I'm wrong on that one. I don't know. Do you have expectations he's going to bounce back in his sophomore year and become
I got him,
not just a guy? Can he be
just Jag? No, I got him as more than a Jag, I'd say. I'd say he still has that expectation for me. Does it come year 2? I don't know. I've been kind of, I hope it's notorious at this point. I'm a year 3 guy with these Brad Holmes picks. I give him that 3-year window. I think
especially with cornerbacks.
Yeah, and Brad was kind of talking about it yesterday too. Is there's so much that goes into these draft classes. You really have to respect the process. Just because you take somebody doesn't mean you have expectation for them to be something that year. The Broderick Martins of the world, guys that we've seen actually be productive. Afonso Melifonwu, Derek Barnes, Levi to an extent, but some of that was via injury. But just because you draft a guy isn't necessarily because you think he's going to hit the ground running right away. Some of these guys have expectations to grow. They have the raw formula of something you think could be something special, but you didn't got to pass it on to coaches that you didn't trust to mold him into that. And I think that's where you got to be patient with Terry Arnold.
For sure.
Specifically.
Specifically. And I know Lions fans wanted him to be Deion Sanders walking out of Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Nick.
That's normally not what happens with cornerbacks. Look at Darius Slay. It's really not what happens unless you are in a perfect situation, or you are just a otherworldly talent. And Terrion Arnold, unfortunately, I mean, you got him at 24 for a reason. He wasn't a top 10 prospect.
Yeah,
he wasn't a top 5 prospect like Sauce Gardner. He wasn't on a team that had 5 guys with 10 sacks like Quinyon Mitchell was. You know?
Quinyon went 22, but let's be real about it. He probably was the better prospect, but he played at MAC level, which is an automatic decrease. We had the same conversation about Mike Green this year, right? It's he's a dog, but he played at Marshall. What's his mean at the NFL level, right?
Yeah.
He's got that decreasing a little bit. Obviously, he was drafted beforehand just to begin with, regardless still. And, he also was on a dog-ass team. But that doesn't mean Terrion can't catch up or become somewhere similar with that within time. And I give it a 2-year window.
I have full faith in Terrion Arnold to be cornerback 1 for the Detroit Lions.
So are you waiting the 2 years, or you need it this year?
No.
Nick needs it right now. Nick needs him to get 4 interceptions tomorrow.
Just because I placed the bet for him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, let's not act like that was some crazy bet, dude. They're these defensive. He was the fourth defender.
6 interceptions or something like that?
He was the fourth defender. Fourth defender taken off the board, wasn't he? He had Verse, Latu, and then Mitchell. He was the 4th defender taken off the board. This isn't some insane, crazy bet. Yeah, I thought he was going to play better because I thought he would have a D-line and an elite linebacker group in front of him.
Nicky Daggers. We know how you
this
get.
is some crazy thought that I thought our first-round cornerback, when Brad Holmes has been great at drafting, was going to play very well. Let's not act like that's some crazy thing coming out of the booth right here.
A little crazy.
Nicky Daggers.
Jesus.
I think it was Latu, Byron Murphy, Dallas Turner, Jared Verse, Chop Robinson, Quinyon Mitchell, and then Terrion. So 7th. You psychopath.
Well, I
you
thought a
sick
lot of those
fuck.
guys. I thought a lot of those guys.
No, I mean,
Jared Verse was.
I am on all corners, by the way. It's a tough position to play at that level. So I'm hesitant. I'm never expecting the guy to walk in and be what we saw out of Sauce Gardner.
If you do, then you got a generational prospect.
Yeah. Or you have great pieces around him.
Yeah.
Or a mix of the both.
Or a mix of the both.
But we do have to go to break, come back, go to the offense side of the ball. It was Black History Month with Kelvin Sheppard first. Now we're doing Johnny Morton.
Did you hear we're doing top 5 black guys on BDE?
This is dangerous.
Not this. Tomorrow we're doing top 5.
Did you run this by KG?
Yeah, he was cool with it.
Yeah.
We're doing
as long as he's on your list. You don't make a list, you guys are in trouble.
No, I'm keeping personal friendships out of it because I can put you, KG, Darius, JB, Ron, Dom. That would just be my whole list. So I'm going to keep my actual friends out of it. I kind of want to find Morris Chestnut in there somewhere.
I respect your president's list. I caught that the other day.
Yeah.
KG was crazy. He put actual presidents on
KG
there.
he put Obama and Bill Clinton one and two.
How was the chat? What was the chat?
I mean,
because I was driving.
As good as you could expect.
Yeah. Did it get messy?
A little bit, yeah. There was some.
Dude, I was rooting for Team USA Hockey and lost 20 followers because people thought I was on some like.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Like all those guys that don't follow me over that tweet,
Yeah,
pussies.
stop being a pussy.
Honest to God. I'm going to root for the men's Hockey
There
team.
is honestly, like, USA competition gets me just as juiced as the Lions or the Red Wing or anybody. Like, I fucking love Team USA.
And yeah, this country's not perfect, bro, but like this is bro, you
I
could
get
be
to sit up here
born-
talking about fucking sports for money.
Yeah. And you have equal opportunity to like making it happen. Like I'm not speaking of Black History Month, man. Shout out to Brad Holmes, just like putting on for like all of the. He said it in the interview. That's why I'm bringing this up. Like all of the brown and black kids like coming up. Like you could be what you want to be. Like welcome to America.
He was working at Hertz.
Yeah.
He's renting cars to people.
Yes. Don't give yourself.
And now he's arguably the best GM in the league.
Go be great.
Yeah.
America's a place to make it happen. But not politics from us. Let's tell you about Soroki's. Speaking about that meat off the bone. How about those 7 signature flavors of chicken wings? Along with the signature pizza, guys. Make sure you visit Soroki's.com to find one near you. All the homies like Soroki's chicken pizza. If you don't, we don't mess with you.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Smash the like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend.
Tell him.
Tell him. Jay, Will Johnson will be a star in year 1. Spinny?
Now when he gets drafted to the Titans, he won't.
Yeah. But honestly, I think he might be a little bit of a project piece, too.
He's a much better prospect than Terrion Arnold was as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have you seen the video of that?
Been a nasty.
Couldn't control it.
Have you seen the video of that ginger kid in the car? And he's like eating carrots or something. He's like, yeah. It's so funny, dude.
The Rona 99 TA had 9 or 10 penalties. 8 of them came in the first 4 games.
Yep.
He got a lot better as the season progressed. Absolutely. And I think you can see it on screen in his play. He had a pass breakup against Justin Jefferson.
God damn, dude.
A few of them things.
Nitty gritty. That is a crazy sentence. I don't even want to read that.
Wait, what?
Nitty gritty's wild in the chat right now.
Nitty gritty's always wild in the chat. He got some bars in there every once in a while.
That's pretty funny.
Randall Smalls pass on Diggs. Yeah, I'm not entertaining the receiver stuff. I'm not. And that's why, to be honest with you, when the stuff came out about Rodney Harrison being like, yeah, hidden hooker, hidden Jim, they're not talking about him because he's a secret weapon. They don't want everyone to find out about that nuclear piece they got, number 12. Guys that cover the league, fucking all 32 teams, aren't like fine-tuned into what the fuck's going on here. We see it all the time. That's why you see dumbass shit like this. Oh, Stephon Diggs, the Detroit Lions. Well, have you been paying attention to the guys they allow in this locker room?
Yeah.
I saw one actually the other day.
Yeah.
I think Stick was talking about it. Chase Young to the Detroit Lions. We wanted that, brother, 2 years ago. This is not the type of guy they want in this locker room.
Yeah.
You could, like, that's why when somebody on a national outlet says shit like that about Hendon Hooker, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They may be amazing at the sport of football. They may be amazing at analyzing the sport of football. But unless they know specifically what's going on here and they're watching it as consistently as, like, a local guy like us are, they're talking out their ass.
Yeah. It's just, this is a
if I were
good
to give you a
team.
deep dive on the Patriots, I'd be wrong about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. Sorry.
No, you're right. They don't know the complexities of the locker room. They don't know what these guys like. The
tendencies of the general manager,
how they
coaches,
favor
yeah.
players, the things that are important to them in the development of both players and free agents when they're talking about guys that they want to get. So, yeah, no, you're not crazy. There is a jersey in the back, though. I forgot.
Huh?
Stick brought a jersey over to us. That was leftover from a giveaway. And he said the heavyweights can do what they want with it. And I decided to give it to you as tribute.
No, I already know what it is. Then I don't want.
You know what it is.
Why would I want that?
You can do whatever you want with it.
What size is it?
You want to bring kerosene? We can. You take care of business. You can wear it when you're doing your dirty.
Actually, is it?
We should all shit on it.
It's Chauncey Johnson jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to all shit on it? We can all shit.
We can
on
make
it.
another how we did the Punchki video.
Yeah.
Or we give it away to a guy who he's wearing it. And we just fucking film us jump, beating the fuck out of him. Dude, congrats. He's right in there.
Yeah, it's a number 2 Chauncey Gardner-Johnson jersey.
Lunchbox Hooligans, easy. There's a
2
weird
with
trade
shit
out there
seems
that involves
apropos.
Kirby to the Browns for Garrett and picks. Picks of what? Picks of like a mirror pick, selfie pick. What are we talking about with
Hopefully-
the PICS? Is
Hopefully
here.
it's a soapy tit pick.
Would you?
Of who?
Would you be willing to let go of Kirby if
Myles
you were
Garrett.
get Miles Garrett?
Yeah.
I think so too.
As much as I love Kirby Joseph,
yeah.
and I don't take this out of context or anything
start
like that.
clipping it.
Aggregate.
I love Kirby Joseph. I want him to be a Detroit Lion for a very, very long time.
Wants him to have his baby.
I liked Kirby Joseph before you did.
I like Kirby Joseph before you
They
did.
called me a madman, saying he was going to lead the league in interceptions last year.
I call him Ed Reed year 1.
He did. But yeah, for Myles Garrett.
Yeah. If Myles Garrett's there,
he's a Hall of Famer.
Like somebody's gonna look at least close to what Kirby was. That's taking the spot. Nick, was you?
This is a no-brainer.
Chase, don't clip this, by the way. I don't want Kirby seeing this.
Yeah, definitely don't clip this. But yes, this is a no-brainer. This is the tough thing, and I saw our social team getting roasted today.
Why?
About a trade
yeah.
for Colt Keith being the main piece of it to go get Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a future Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
a top 5 player in the league. What? You can't give up on Colt Keith?
Yeah.
What? Like that, you
Very
have to get it
protective.
through. Extremely protective. I love my prospects. I love the players here as well.
Yeah.
But when you have a chance to get a future Hall of Famer and the top 5 guy in the game right now, you go out and you goddamn get him. Yes, I'm doing this trade no matter what. I think the impact he has at D-line is a bigger impact than the safety.
No matter what, you said. So if Jared Goff was in the trade, you do it. Nick doesn't want Jared Goff on the Lions.
Well, good thing we have Hendon Hooker.
Look,
Yeah,
it's the
doing it.
Thanos quote. What did it cost? Everything. And you're okay with that. You're okay
you got what you
with
wanted
that.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end. You're just chasing one Super Bowl. After what this franchise has been through, punching it in one time, dude,
Hell yeah.
we're talking. Yeah, everybody
Plant those seeds.
Yeah, when you punch it in one time it's good. You know, 2 times the skill. But the first time, we're just grateful for that first time.
glad
Man.
you
You know
didn't
what
miss.
it. You know what it's up.
Listen, Coley Ingalls has smeared my name, lied on my name. We put a comment there in the Woodward Sports Chat that is exactly what you should be as a Detroit Lions fan. Stop getting married to the names and get married to the mission.
Why is he lying on your name?
Dude, he lied. He's in BDE. He was saying some dumb. I forget what the fuck it was. I commented though, but I realized it's 25 minutes behind. And I was like, oh well, they're not even talking about that anymore.
Song Kayak says trade proposals from anyone other than the team are dumb. Well, sounds like you're fun at parties.
What did he say? He said, I think he said Jameer Gibbs.
Pizza,
was a good
pizza,
pick.
bitch.
Something like that.
Hopefully, Pizza Bitch makes a trade. I'm hopefully not giving up Cole Keith, but the
What
Arenado
trades
stuff.
are out there to be made?
Nolan.
We're not on his list.
We got to convince. Listen, Nolan. We got good food.
Come on.
We got a lot of bad bitches.
We do got some bad bitches and good
They
food.
love
A
baseball.
lot of bad bitches in Detroit. Come out to opening day. Take the first couple weeks of the season off. Come out to opening day in Detroit. I'll show you a good time. We'll take you to the tent party. I'll find a real Taylor Swift, not a Trailer Swift. She'll throw it back on you.
Look back, got it.
Man, that would be awesome.
That trade specifically, we have to go to break, but it was Myles Garrett and a 5th-round pick in 2025 for Kirby, a 3rd-round pick this year, and our next year's first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
do it.
And
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I love Kirby Joseph. You guys know this. We all know this.
Plus, if you guys believe in Brad the way you say you do, if you're like, oh, fucking Brad needs these draft picks, oh, fuck yeah, then you should be more willing to make the trade because you have faith that he's going to hit on these later draft picks that he's left with.
Branch, 2nd rounder. Kirby, 3rd rounder. Iffy, 3rd rounder.
4th rounder. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Like the list goes on and on. Like
I'm saying just in the safety position alone.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He can draft a safety. We know that.
Yeah. I mean, where's your faith, guys? Come on. In Brad's name, we trust. We got to go to break. Tell us about Caesar Sportsbook.
Caesar Sportsbook. The official sports book of Woodward Sports. Make sure you tap in. Use code word Woodward1000 and your first bet up to $1,000 will be risk-free. Meaning if you don't hit, you'll get it back in bonus bets. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sports book of Woodward Sports.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Over to woodwardsports.com. Click that brand new shop tab and get some brand new merch, hoodies, tees, hats, all that. Get some new gear for opening day, which is around the corner, or one of the teams that's in season as well. The Red Wings and the Pistons, both on their playoff chase. We got merch for both of those, and you know we got the Lions merch. New designs always being uploaded. Go to woodwardsports.com, click that shop tab there, and get some fly new merch.
Shout out to Ranting Q in the Woodward Sports chat. I think he says from Lansing. The hat is from Kiwi Clo. Shout out.
Shout out Kiwi. Close personal friend of the Heavyweights.
Yeah, shout out now.
Yeah,
he made our Deadweights logo.
He did.
Heavyweights OG.
No, his hat's fucking
Yeah,
tough.
he's been on the show before.
Yeah. Shout out.
He's got a lot of cool
yeah, terrible
collaborations with
interconnection
the
that
Lions. So make sure if you guys want some, go check it out. Great
Shout
stuff.
out Kiwi Clo. We still owe him a Bears game. But he's going to pay us back. Take us there.
Yeah.
We take him here.
Yep.
So we got to show him a good time.
I'll show him a good time.
I saw somewhere in there, if we traded Kirby, you sign Iffy. Iffy's more of a strong safety.
Yeah, no.
Kirby's like a free safety.
You drafted free safety.
Yeah, we need someone with some range who can move around back there.
But I don't want to talk about that anymore.
No.
Because that's not what, that's not, the Browns wouldn't want Kirby Joseph. And that's not,
no, they want draft
bad on Kirby Joseph. Like, he's obviously a fantastic player. He's one of the best defensive players in the league, first team All-Pro. They don't want a guy that they're going to have to pay.
Yeah, they're just
right
dumping
now.
costs.
Like they're dumping costs. They're cutting bait. They already got Deshaun Watson locked up for how many more years? They don't want. That's why when people say, "Oh, Jameson Williams, Kirby Joseph," the Browns will take them. No, they don't want those guys. They want picks because they got to rebuild with the cheapest way possible, and trading for a first-team All-Pro that's coming up on a contract is not something that they're in the business of.
Lunchbox Hooligan, shout out. Easy. Another one roaming out. Myles Garrett, a 2025 third round. Oh, hell. This one a little different because I actually, I'm a stan. Brian Branch in 25, second rounder.
Yeah, I do it. But they're not, again, that's not what they're looking for. Brian Branch is another defensive back that's going to make close to $20 million a year.
Yeah.
They're not going to trade for a guy like that.
I'm not going to lie, that was a little tougher for me. But I guess, yeah. Because then you could re-sign Iffy. We know Iffy could play well in that role. Chris, you about to say something?
I mean, it just doesn't matter the cost, dude. Like, if you're guaranteeing yourself, almost guaranteeing, because nothing's a guarantee in life, but you're almost guaranteeing yourself to punch one in. And that's all that matters, man. We are going to look back at this era so fondly if we get one.
And they're not going to trade. Someone said, Denver Blair said, BB ain't going anywhere. They're not going to trade either of these guys. They're not going to trade Brian Branch or Kirby Joseph. Brad Holmes loves his guys. He loves him some him. And these picks that he made that turned into some of the best defensive players in the NFL, he's not going to trade.
Yeah. Phil says, we said Brad only drafts busts just last week.
Who?
Phil, what are we doing, brother? That's incorrect.
Yeah.
We went over every single defensive line acquisition. We gave him grades.
Don't do that, Phil. You're better than that.
You're better than that, Philly. Come on. Unless you're trolling. I don't know what we're doing.
Probably is.
Or you're
probably trolling.
And either way, you're better than that.
Boo you.
Yeah. BB ain't going nowhere. Says Denver Blair. Yeah, I'm kind of with you guys, though. I'm too much of a BB simp. But if we had to, I guess so. Sure. Do you want to go over the Johnny Morton stuff, or you want to jump into the Tiger stuff? Because we got crashed out, call off in the house. I've been waiting like 2 days to yap about this one.
I'm feeling good, dude. I don't want to bitch about the Tiger.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to the Johnny Morton stuff.
All right, roll the tape, Chris.
All right.
They're coming from the bottom. You walk into a situation because things need to be turned over. This is an offense that's already established an identity. Is that a different situation for you?
I mean, it's totally. I mean, they've already established, philosophy here. And it's just my job to make sure I continue the vision of how Dan wants things. And then we'll tinker with things and here and there, and we'll see how we can make it better.
You got an assistant head coach. You mentioned your staff. You got an assistant head coach in Scotty who's working with the receivers. You got Purnell back working with the quarterbacks. You got Hank that the guys love back there working running game now and that offensive line.
That's what I wanted to hear from John Morton coming into the situation. Well, first and foremost, where the interview started, I didn't know how to clip this part of it, but he was straight up asked by Dan Miller. Dan Miller, shout out, man, great questions for both coordinators, but straight up was like,
oh, yeah, that's why he's the best.
Let's get down nitty-gritty. Are you calling plays? Yes. John Morton will be calling plays. And then he went ahead and asked him, what's to do with this offense? You're coming in here to something that was successful before, a little bit different than when you came to the Jets, where you're going into the bad situation because they just fired a coaching staff. You're coming in here because the coaching staff got hired to head coaching jobs previously. What do you change, if anything? And John Morton said nothing. The philosophy was here. I helped build the philosophy. I got great coaches that were here beforehand that are going to help me continue that philosophy, from the run game coordinator you got in Frank Haley that we all love, Scotty Montgomery, the former running backs coach, who also your assistant head coach. That's what I wanted to hear from him, because what we got going with this offense right now works. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that it was Ben's baby initially, and the league may catch up at some point, and just because you don't know the foundational, I guess, philosophies behind it, or may not be in root with them, maybe things could junk up there. But at the same time, though, Penei Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs, you have a recipe for success no matter what.
Yeah, you got the cheat sheet in front of you, so if you fail the test, that's on you. Because the amount of players and the talent you have on this offense, it's kind of foolproof. And I clipped one earlier for BDE where he was talking about being in the room with Ben Johnson and Jared Goff when they sat down and they built this. So he knows those foundational pieces. He knows what Jared Goff likes to do. He knows what the things that make him look good and the things that don't make him look so good and the things he wants to do in this offense. So I fully expect them to not miss a beat offensively. I think I expect the top 5 offense in the NFL next year out of the Detroit Lions. I think with the talent you have, with the coaching staff in place, with the offensive line, the 2 running backs, Jared Goff playing at an MVP level, and the amount of pass catchers you have, it is hard not to have a top 5 offense with these guys. So I think they're going to go out there like we've already talked about. I think they're going to be more run-focused, a lot more play action, deep shots when called upon. But expect Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery to get a lot of work, a lot more work than they were seeing last year. I think you miss out on some of the cute shit.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe instead of on 3rd and 1, they're not going to call a 5-yard in to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they're going to give the ball to the most explosive player in the NFL behind the best offensive line in the NFL and let him get the first down. I think you're going to see more decisions like that. I think John Morton is kind of a no-nonsense guy. You bring in David Shaw, another no-nonsense guy. You bring in Jahmyr Gibbs' favorite coach he's ever had in Tashard Choice, the reason he went to Georgia Tech. I think they are centering this around the running backs. Surprise, surprise. Probably going to be a good idea. Probably going to work when you have the best running game in football. So, yeah, I think they're going to be fine.
Best running back kind of in the history of the National Football League.
Yep.
Being straight up with you. Otherwise, other situations have been so heavily one-sided. This one, you have two guys that are really fucking good.
The only one that is up there with it is Kamara and Ingram.
Yeah.
Where it's two guys that are, and I guess
and we've surpassed them statistically.
D'Angelo Williams, Jonathan Stewart was also two guys that were very good as well.
But then I'd argue like pound for pound,
but
Jahmyr
they're
Gibbs.
not. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is better than both of them in a heartbeat. Yeah. So, and Dave Montgomery probably is too.
Shout out Dave Montgomery. He's got a sick-ass tattoo, by the way.
Dog.
Got a Batman sleeve on his leg.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, that was pretty
Shit
sweet.
was hard. Nicholas Koloff. How'd you feel about Johnny Morton's words?
I love that he talked about the philosophy and that he said how Dan wants things, because who expected Ben Johnson to even be back for this season? Dan has had this mapped out for a very long time. Spenny did not believe Ben Johnson would be back with the Lions.
Yes, he did.
I thought he was going to come back, yeah.
Okay. Well, we knew he was going to get hired very soon. And I think, obviously, Dan Campbell knew that as well. He has had this plan in place for a very long time. I think Dan might not get enough credit, for this offensive system. I think he's been a part of it. Obviously, he's been here the whole time. And I think, this guy, Morton, was here before as well. So I think it's going to be a smooth transition. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I agree with Spenny on the 3rd and 1. We're not going to see the empty set. I'll tell you that. I think we're going to be running the goddamn ball.
Yeah, I think that, we're talking about just learning from mistakes. That's got to be one for this team.
Yeah. Like, fuck the cute shit. Strap it up and let it ride. Pause. I don't know if that was pause needed, but
yeah,
it was
maybe
borderline.
not. I don't know. Borderline?
Borderline. Better be safe than sorry. Pause.
Yeah. Why you say so? Why a pause on safe than sorry?
I don't know.
You know what's funny? Throughout cancel culture, pause never went away.
No.
And it was a safeguard from being called.
It went from no homo to pause. It was like a.
That's true. The evolution.
Yeah.
What's going to be the next one?
Like Magic Johnson.
Oh, it's No Diddy.
No Diddy.
That's the evolution of that.
Well, I think that was like a seasonal event. like No Diddy was
like a Fortnite package.
Yeah, No Diddy was a seasonal thing that came and went.
Randall Small says, I can't find the comment, but
Ayo was in there.
Ayo was great. That was a seasonal event.
Yeah, for sure.
All this talk about Garrett is disrespectful to all the guys on the team.
No, it's not.
Guys on the team are talking about Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
What are we doing? He's a top.
You have David Montgomery,
5 guy at the position, and he's a Hall of Fame defensive end. You're going to talk about acquiring a Hall of Fame defensive end, and by the way, you're not necessarily giving away guys on the team. If somebody asks me a question like Lunchbox Hooligans, I'm going to answer it honestly, straight up like that. But I don't believe the Browns are looking for players in this trade. The money doesn't have to match because they have to pay him and wait till June 1st to figure something out with the money either way. To those people who are saying you have to re-sign Garrett right away, that's also not true. He said multiple times, not about the money. The Browns have offered him money. He doesn't want the fucking money. He wants a Super Bowl ring. Not disrespectful for the players at all. Those players want to play with great players. They want to win a fucking Super Bowl.
We have a picture with Hutch going, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Literally.
And David Montgomery just came out and said, "Hey, Myles, come on." Like, no, it's not disrespectful to
Amon-Ra
other dudes
talking about it openly on his podcast.
Yeah.
That's not disrespectful to anyone. Those players want to play with great players.
The only way it's disrespectful is if it's one play. Like, if it's a quarterback and you're going out there being like, yeah, like, come on, Josh Allen, come on over. Then it's a little disrespectful to Goff because only one of those guys plays at a time.
Exactly. It's not Jameson Williams liking tweets about Lamar Jackson.
No, it's not.
And Randall, just answer me this question. And I love you. I appreciate you participating in the chat and being here with us and watching the show. Who is the other defensive end opposite of Hutch right now? That position's void right now. There's no answer for that right now.
Smith.
So you're talking.
Do you think he's recruited?
Kind of right there. You're right.
It is Zadarius Smith, and
It's-
we
it is
haven't seen
Zadarius
them
Smith.
together right now. But
I guess we
still
are
need
kind
to
of
make
forgetting
it.
about Zadarius, but even Zadarius got to know. He played with the man. He knows
I
that
think
guy's
he's
a demon.
recruited. I think he's like, come over here. It's that
Darius
sweet.
Smith would love Myles
Yes.
Garrett to
Oh my
be on the
God,
line.
those three going after the quarterback with the lean.
Yeah,
Randall Smalls, that can get hurt the first play. Brother,
anybody can get hurt at any time ever.
Anybody in the entire team that counts for all 53 guys in the roster.
Also, scumbag.
We should know that more than anybody. That is the weakest mindset.
We saw a referee get his
hate
leg
that
snapped 2
mindset.
years ago. It could happen to anybody on that football field.
That is the weakest mindset for anybody to ever have about any sport ever.
What are we
well,
doing?
he could get hurt. Yeah, so could anybody.
It's also scumbag.
Crazy. He can get hurt for his play.
Yeah.
Davenport
So everybody
feels
else is fucking
disrespected. Well,
Teflon Dons
yeah,
over there?
Maybe he should.
We got fucking Iron Man?
Yeah.
The rest of the team? What are we doing?
I think that's the only time where you could say, like, yeah, he gets hurt, is when he has continuously gotten hurt year
Emmanuel
after
Mosley.
year after year. You know?
Yeah.
That is the only time you can say that. Which
Yeah,
Myles Garrett has.
You're not fucking trading for Kyle Pitts or some other injury-riddled guy. It's not that scenario.
Kyle Pitts, dude. I watched the video of him throwing the ball to the Giants defenders, where like Michael Penix hit it first down in the red zone, and he just like literally throws it.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is
Dude,
so...
I felt so bad because I wanted to check out Michael Penix. Like, is this kid legit? Because I like him coming out of the draft.
He looked good.
Yeah, and Kyle Pitts. I think he did that twice.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts
He
is
had 2 plays like that
ass.
in the same game.
Drake London, dog. Definitely targeting Drake London in all formats next year.
Yeah. That's the whole point. 3 to 4 guys or one. That one that's 3 to 4 in the league.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, that one.
What are we doing, guys?
You literally have teammates competing for Defensive Player of the Year award.
And
You'd have teammates competing
And
for
you
it.
can get Myles Garrett, and guess what? Zadarius Smith and Josh Pascal are still under contract. So you're still going to have those guys, too. It's would you rather have Myles Garrett or Al-Quadin Muhammad?
Aiden Hutchinson wants it to happen. Randall.
Everybody wants it to happen.
What are we doing,
if you
brother?
don't want it to happen, you're stupid. And I'm sorry if that offends you or that makes you mad. If you don't want Myles Garrett on the Detroit Lions, you are stupid.
I'd love to be the voice to protect you guys on that one, but you are
It's
fucking stupid
it's not
if
even
you-
like
if
there's,
you're-
and I'm not trying to be mean. It is like fact. If you don't want him here, there is no reason to not want him here other than you being stupid.
Yep. The only thing that I could poo-poo it with is I don't know if he necessarily wants to come here.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
But if you say, hey, Myles Garrett wants to be in Detroit, the Browns want you to trade for him.
You're doing that.
They're offering you a package that isn't 7 first-round picks. You're doing it in a heartbeat.
Philly says Garrett knows his foot will need to be amputated.
that is true.
I think Max Crosby more likely to happen than Myles Garrett, though. I've said that multiple times now. So when it happens, just know. Pull Petey with that one. He called it. Easy called it.
Yeah.
We called Dave Montgomery a few years back. But tell us about Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's.
Walk in anytime to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men near you. Get an award-winning haircut, a hot
don't,
lather
just
neck
come.
shave, a scalp massage, or a hot towel treatment from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
This has nothing to do with nothing. And maybe we'll just get this to a mailbag if we're not going to talk about the Tigers lamp because you guys are all pissy about it.
Talk about it,
Brandon S1 says, rumors are Holmes called on Garrett. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody.
Yeah,
knows.
everybody
Every
called
GM
on.
in the
You have
NFL.
to.
As soon as you heard, Myles Garrett doesn't want to be in Cleveland anymore, you call Cleveland immediately.
Yep. You're not doing your due diligence as a general manager if you're not making a phone call.
Yep, it's malfeasance.
Straight up. That means it's that simple. Shout out.
Shout out.
Hey, Matthew Kruger. You never know. Myles Garrett might want to go to a warm climate. That would not be here, but yeah. That could
I think he's
be
more worried about winning the Super Bowl than living in Miami, personally. At least that's what he sounds like.
He's from Texas.
He is from Texas.
I think Texas was on the rumored list. I don't believe there's an actual list, though, until it's reported by Shefty or someone like that, though. Fred Folson. No. The Bengals defensive end is not coming to Detroit.
Yeah.
He does not want a Super Bowl ring.
They
he
can't
wants
sign Chase
money.
and Higgins. They're not going to sign Higgins, and they're not going to sign Hendrickson either. They don't. They're cheap.
Everyone that's bitching about money, Hendrickson wants money. He's
A lot of money.
Very vocal about that. Maybe you're not watching when I say these things, but he's not coming here. MSU versus Purdue.
Yep.
Tonight, right?
Yep.
How you feeling?
We'll see.
You nervous?
I'm nervous.
I am nervous.
I'm nervous for that one, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough matchup. It's one of the best teams in the Big Ten. You go out there, you play defense the way they did in that second half, or you play the way you played against Oregon, and, yeah, you should win that game easily. But you play against them like you did in the first half against Illinois, or you play against them like you did against UCLA or USC, and you're going to get blown out of the barn. So you got to go in there and take care of business. No sloppy turnovers. Need somebody to step up and start making some threes. Hopefully it's Jackson Kohler again. That'd be pretty cool. But I'd like to see Jace Richardson get more involved. I think Cohen Carr being on the floor a lot more is more important. We saw him free up a lot of opportunities against Illinois, just driving to the best bucket and being the best athlete in the country, which he is. So, yeah, it's you never know what you're going to get, but it's going to be a tough game.
What do you got, Nick? Your Wolverines making an ascent.
All in. Dusty May, watch out. No, I guess I want to just stay on state for a second here. Yeah, going up against Purdue, coming off 2 straight losses. That's why I would be concerned about this game. It's a must-win. I mean, honestly, for both at this point. I got faith in Sparty to pull this one out, though. I think they will. Purdue's spiraling right now. I think they had a enormous win against Illinois. Like, you couldn't even talk about how big that one is. So, I mean, and I kind of want State coming off the heat. You know, going up into Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, I want the best on best right now for the Big Ten. I think that's how it is going to go. And I think it'll help prepare these teams once they get in the tournament, if it is best on best, you know, not State coming off a big loss to Purdue. I think it'll benefit both of them in the tournament. You know, that when they get down to the, you know, a really tight game, you know, last couple minutes, I think it'll benefit them to play in a rivalry game at Chrysler Center, which is now rocking again. So shout out Dusty May for that. And then going into the I-Zone to end the year, if that game's for the Big Ten,
that's going to be off the charts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those two big motherfuckers, I've been saying it since the beginning of the season, like they're going to be a problem at some point.
Yeah.
They call them Area 51.
They got it going. They had a lull there for a minute. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
They're turning the ball over a lot.
Yeah. If they don't turn the ball over, they are
tough.
Very hard to beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, they could win it all.
The college level, like, what are you supposed to do?
They run a pro-style offense, too, so they get up a lot of threes. They play with a lot of possessions. If they're making their shots and they're not turning the ball over, they're damn near impossible to beat. But you got to force them into turnovers, force them into sloppy decisions, and pray they miss some threes.
Current odds right now to win the Big Ten regular season, Michigan, -110, which I thought that was crazy that they were now minus money. State, +240. Wisconsin, +650. And Purdue, +800. So, yeah, if Purdue wants to stay in this fight, they got to somehow find a way to win tonight in East Lansing. But I don't believe they do so. Who's the biggest X factor for the State team for you, Spenny?
Jace Richardson.
If they're going to go on a run in March, you think Jace Richardson is the guy?
If they're going to go on a run in March, it's going to be Jaden Akins. Like, he needs to step up. He needs to start hitting his shots because he was, you know, he's the leader of this team. He is the guy that you expected to take a huge step up this year, and he has not. He has taken a step back. So you need him to hit threes. That's a guy they look to. That's a guy that is a one-on-one guy who can get a bucket. I think Jace Richardson is going to be him. He's going to do what he does. An X factor is Jaden Akins. He needs to play better.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I mean, especially proven vet now.
Yeah.
At this point, you got to step up. I think for Michigan, I'm just going to quite frankly say the turnovers. I think if Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden are able to play their game, like I said, I actually think that they could win the whole entire championship. I really think they could. And that would be unbelievable for Dusty May in Michigan to do in his first season in Ann Arbor. And I don't know if we got too much of those bullshit Indiana rumors. I don't even think we mentioned it on the show. Dusty May's not leaving anywhere. I'll tell you that right now. If they are putting out $12 million for the football team, they're going to be able to fund the basketball team if you have a top 10 coach in college basketball. I'll tell you that right now.
And what, we get Pistons back Friday?
No, maybe it is Friday, yeah.
21st, I think it was?
That. Yeah. If it's the 21st, then yeah, that's Friday.
That's Friday?
Yeah. But I know there's a slate of games Thursday. There's one tomorrow. It's a Lakers game.
Pistons.
I think it's Lakers Hornets or something like that.
At Spurs Friday night.
Yep. 8:30 start.
Can't wait.
Cade Wemby. First game back.
After a little all-star little beef right there.
Yeah. That was kind of cool. Cade was not backing down.
No, hell no.
And I don't know if you guys saw it. He caught Wemby on the perimeter, too.
Yeah.
And forced him to give the ball up.
Yep.
Which was like,
he cooked Wemby before the block. Before the recovery block, he cooked him on the perimeter.
Yeah. Wemby's a freak.
Dude, he is.
Like, I get it. He did get he got it, but like, dude, you're 7'5", and
you're a video game character.
Yeah, you can't even make him in video games.
Yeah, you
They
can't.
won't allow you to do that.
No.
They're like, what are you doing here? It's not a realistic thing. Here comes Wemby.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. Mailbag. Throw some mailbag questions in there. Is my eyebrow coming back? Not even close.
Matthew Kruger, we'll get to your question during the mailbag segment.
Nick, tell us about Feldman.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find a location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Count 2 shots. Mailbag. First question, because I promised we'd get to it. It's from Matthew Kruger. Would you guys be entertained by a charity game between the Detroit Pistons and whoever makes it further in the tournament between Michigan and Michigan State? The Pistons make too much money to be doing stuff like that. I don't think it would ever happen.
Wait, what was it?
And they'd also destroy whoever makes it further in the tournament.
What was the question?
Would you be entertained by a charity game between the Detroit Pistons, whoever makes it further in the tournament, between Michigan and Michigan State?
Yeah, no.
The Pistons would absolutely destroy.
The Pistons bench would dominate whoever won by 50 points.
Fontecchio is going for 50.
Yeah, Fontecchio would dominate.
This is like when people say, like, could Alabama beat the Detroit Lions? No, the Detroit Lions were bad, would still destroy Alabama.
Yeah.
An NFL team is like the best of the best. Same
NBA is even better.
Even
I think there's a bigger talent gap
there's only
in the NBA.
3,000 people that have ever played in the NBA.
Brian Scalabrine would give them 40.
Yeah.
Right
now, current Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah.
Would make Danny Wolf. He would eat Danny Wolf's lunch. Like, the NBA is making the NBA. It's called a brotherhood for a reason. Like, there's only the top 1% of people in the world to make the NBA.
Less than. It's
less than. Yeah.
The next mailbag, I believe, is from Randall Smalls. He says, "Is Brad and team ahead of where we should be given the timeline, no.
No.
I think if you want to be a successful organization, you're kind of on par, if not maybe behind a little bit, with the first round exit at home against a rookie and the boys. So no, I'd probably say on par.
I'd say he's on par. He was ahead of schedule, and now
they were ahead of schedule. They didn't trade for Chase Young, and then it's all downhill from there. I'm just kidding. I saw another one in here and I lost it. Can't find it. Mailbag. If you could name a strain of weed, what would you name it? For me, it'd be Lord Couchlock.
That's cool.
That's a good one.
I hate it.
We could have a
Heavyweight
strain
OG.
named that. Yeah, we could. So this could be a real
Heavyweight OG.
thought thing to
Yeah.
go through. I wanted to do those donuts before. That guy's still on the table to do something. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Spenmo Racks Packs.
Fuck me.
Well, he said meat.
I thought
That's
the
true.
heavyweight was good.
The heavyweight OG.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Heavyweight runs.
Heavyweight runs.
just heavyweight.
I got nothing for my name. There's no
Easy OG.
maybe some edibles. Easy edibles. Easy OG. No.
Yeah, easy.
No. Lazy I eat. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just trying to get something to fuck you up.
Now you're just like insulting yourself.
Poppy Chulo Chronic.
Here you go. It's getting to a point where weed's like the names try to scare you out of smoking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deathbed OG.
Yeah.
Oh,
This shit called death, nigga.
Yeah.
Forget how to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Panic attack runs.
I'm gonna smoke this and die? No,
yeah.
you smoke this, you ain't gonna hear shit.
Yeah.
I don't know
No
what that's
thanks.
from. Mailbag. Who wins the regular
I gotta
season
pee.
and tournament in the Big Ten?
I think Michigan wins the
Michigan.
Big Ten.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
If they,
State would have to beat them twice to win the Big Ten, right?
yeah, they're a game back.
Unless
right now.
Michigan loses to somebody else. So yeah, I don't. No,
Mailbag.
I think Michigan's gonna win the Big Ten. When you get to the tournament can be anybody.
Yeah.
You get to be with the hottest, smartest, richest woman in the world for the rest of your life. So basically, Sheila Hamp. But when you bust, Anakin's head explodes.
Ooh.
Do you do it?
I mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
it's only once.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anakin.
You lived a good life. You're like 40 something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're fed.
We know. Easy Elite Zombie. I don't hate that one. Mailbag.
Easy's Fat
The
Buds.
platy.
Easy's Fat Buds. I
Helen
like
Keller.
that.
Helen Keller OG.
I would smoke
It'll
the
make
fuck
you
out
walk
of some Helen
around like,
Keller. Yeah, dude. I'll
It's
smoke
like
some fuck out of it.
The Frankenstein from
No, it'd
Grandma's
make you-
Boy. Walk around like this.
Hey, it'd make you just lie and say you did shit that you didn't
Yeah,
do.
it'd make you think you're flying a plane, but you're really just running around the backyard.
Mailbag from Ryan Hamilton. After the All-Star break, do y'all still think the ceiling for the Pistons is play-in for the playoffs? No, I think it's
No.
fifth seed. The
Yeah.
ceiling
Ceiling is 4.
4 seed. Woo.
Ceiling's 4 seed.
Hosting.
I think realistically is 5 or 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is only 2 games though. But the problem is that Indiana is that a peace spell? I know you got poop spell. Says a
Yeah.
peace spell.
He's got poop. Come on.
Okay.
That's gross.
Sorry, Flannel.
Yeah, dude.
Right in
Give
there.
him pink eye.
It'll air out.
It's like,
What do you guys think about a tournament of all Woodward sports to recalculate where each show is in each time slot?
Not gonna lie, I would love if we had the morning spot.
Me too.
'cause
I get to spend time with my son in the evening.
I could do the morning BDE and then just go home.
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome.
What would the tournament be?
Fights.
Oh, we'd
Gladiator.
We already talked about this.
We would
just
at
got to gang up on
in
D-Mac.
front of the, yeah.
We got if
Braylon.
it's like we would have to. Well, how would I do BDE? I could throw the.
We'd have to clone you.
I'll throw the fight.
Yeah.
flag?
Fix
I'll
it.
throw the fight. For
Yeah.
BDE. Yeah.
There you go.
Allegedly.
Or
It'd be like some WWE
I'll
shit.
throw it
Like you
until
could
the
just turn
final
and
round.
cross over the other
Steel
guy.
chair. Oh
Actually,
no,
no.
you steel chair.
I would fight hard for both, so it comes down to us and BDE as the 1 and 2 spots. Because then either way,
You'd be there.
yeah,
Yeah. But how do you fight for both?
I'll fight myself.
Ooh, a Royal Rumble? I feel like
I do
D-Mac
that
can make
every
happen.
night.
D-Mac.
Or would heavyweights? I mean, Maz couldn't be in there, but everybody else.
No,
I don't think Ryan wouldn't participate.
we would have to worry about Braylon the most.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously D-Mac,
but I got like a lower center of gravity.
but
Kinda
Braylon's
heavy.
just like
Yeah, that's
sit.
NFL.
Braylon is a freak athlete of freak athletes. Like,
Dog, we chest bumped him.
Yeah.
I think in the whole time, and you knocked the wind out of him.
yeah,
I
he's
was like,
He doesn't realize that we're normal humans.
Are we gonna get Flannel versus Benny Pizza Challenge? Flannel talking mad shit.
I don't know.
Did he really? So what did he say?
I don't know. I haven't
Did
heard
he eat
this.
more pizza than you? I heard Chase could out-rap KG.
That is. Yeah.
Don't believe it.
That was what Chase said.
Wow, she does look beautiful today.
Yeah, she does, man.
And now we got Flannel pizza battle over. I mean, he's not a small human. He's a bigger statured guy. He probably puts pizza down.
Yeah.
Speaking of pizza bats, we got any out there?
I thought we did.
Easy.
I feel like we got like 7. We just don't know.
Could you guys do 4 hours? Yeah, we could do 4 hours. It'd be tough.
Double my salary.
It'd be tough for sure.
Hell, we could do 18 hours if you make
We
the
did 18
paper right.
hours. Yeah, if we did 18 hours, we could do fucking 4 hours.
There'd definitely be some nonsense in there if we did 4 hours.
Yeah, we'd have to do some Helen Keller skits, but. That'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button for Easy, for Nick, for Chris. I am Spenny with the heavyweights. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Helen Keller's not real.
Hey, Darren.
What's up, man?
Wait, you don't remember me.
Sorry, man. I meet a lot of people, but your face looks familiar.
Front row, the Joe, section 112.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
I think I have an idea. Boys, bring it in. You suck, McCarty.
All right, bro. Old habits die hard, but I do remember you.